Game changer.
Ken got thinks I'm an Electroneum maximalist. Love your work. I'll be honest with you. You gotta own some Bitcoin. I mine lots of I like BitTube, you know. I mine some of Ethereum Classic because it pays well at the moment, you know. But my Electroneum for some reason is just near and dear to my heart, and I can't explain it. I do WebDollar, Veriscoin. I do what else I got out there? I have a few others that I mine, but there's nothing like this Electroneum. These guys are doing this. These are seasoned business professionals.
Hey Dino, how many Electroneum do you pull off of like a? I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. Off like a miner, like a day. Like how many Electroneum?
Okay. So basically, the ASIC that I have runs 220 kilohash. Under standard usage, it would bring in, you figure, right now about 350, 375. I bump mine up a little bit. I overclock it a little bit. So I've been bringing in recently about 450, 475 Electroneum a day per, ASIC. Wow. So that's not too bad, and that's only because F2 Pool isn't running all of their equipment at the moment. They're only running a portion of it. So when they shut down, we were making 700 to 800 coins a day.
Oh,
when
wow.
they come back online, when they come back online and run half their equipment, you make about 400, and when they're running full all of their equipment, you make about 250 per day.
That's awesome, man.
Wow. All right, Chris. Now is the opportunity to talk about Thor's hammer.
Yeah. So
there you go.
I don't know if you guys have seen some of the stuff that I've been doing lately in my videos, but there is a auto switching pool that is currently out there. It's called Thor's hammer, and Matthew is actually the one that turned me on to it. He sent me a text message and said, "Hey, dude, go check this out." So it's actually an auto switching pool. You mine a kryptonite coin with your GPUs, and you get paid out in Electroneum. And I've got a very small mining operation now. I've sold some of my equipment, and but at one point, a couple weeks ago, I was mining over 1,000 ETN a day with my GPUs.
Oh wow!
So
that's really cool.
It was working out really well, and he switches algorithm to algorithm, so it's not always a consistent amount, but there's still options out there apart from the mobile mining and apart from ASICs. It just gives you the ability to use your GPUs to mine with again.
Okay, so tell me about these GPUs. What are you running? Nuclear GPUs?
I have one RX 580. It's running at about 1,000 to 1,100 kilohash. I get about 20 Electroneum a day off of it.
Okay,
cool.
What about you, Northeast?
So I have 18 Vega 56 and 64 AMD cards.
I was going to say, to get that many coins, you're pushing some muscle. Yeah, you got Sean Davis in the background there spinning a gears.
But
just silly.
Yeah.
That's how he's getting so many coins.
I will say this though, I do wish I had an ASIC miner so that way I could mine ETN directly.
Hey Matthew, we all do.
Yeah.
But I have been told, and you guys can correct me, I have been told, I was looking into getting one a few months back, and I was told, dude, do not spend $900 on an ASIC miner right now because it would take you about 2.5 years to pay off for the amount of ETN that you could buy with $900. You're stupid to go buy a $900 ASIC miner right now. That's what I was told.
That is a matter of opinion. Matter of opinion.
Well, if you were to get $900 worth of ETN right now, and then you'd have to actually collect that much ETN over the amount of time that it would take to mine. I mean,
okay, so with what Dino gets every day, though, let's say with his 400 a day, and this thing goes to 50 cents a coin because of this new phone that just came out, don't you think it would have been worth it to buy that ASIC miner?
If let's see, if Dino's getting 1,000 a day, one miner.
Yeah, so if I'm getting 15,000 a month.
So
Yeah, 15,000 a month.
Greg's doing the math.
50 cents a
Like
coin.
200
That's
G's.
$750 in that 1 month, right?
So it's just depending on how long. See, I don't mind mining them because I'm going to hold on to them for quite a long time. And
Right.
at that point, they'll be well worth the time and energy put into it. And it's the same reason. There's no reason to mine anything right now. If you're running a mine, a GPU right now, you're nuts because you're losing money. On electric. Now, I happen to have a building where I have 3-phase power. So I can put machines on 2 legs. So even though I'm using 100 amps of power, I can put 50 amps on 2 legs, so I only have to pay for 50 amps. So I'm getting a special rate on power because of the 3-phase. But if you were running on straight single-phase power, pulling 100 amps, you'd be losing money. And I kind of break even right now. But there would be no reason whatsoever to mine, and that's the reason why a lot of these companies shut down, and because they were losing money. It's cheaper to go buy the coin than it is to mine it. But my goal is I'm going to just put it in the pocket. Yeah,
Right.
I'm just going to keep squirreling them away.
And also, if you think about it, if somebody would have said you could take a GPU rig and mine some Bitcoin, 7 years ago, not even 10 years, 7 years ago, and you were going to get 100 Bitcoin, and you only had to mine for a certain amount of time, and you held it, nowadays, look how much that would have been worth. It's really a matter of opinion. You have your viewpoint of what's my ROI, how quickly does it happen, how quickly can I get my money back out of this. But then you have other people that would be thinking what the potential of this coin is in the future. So you get ETN now, you hold it for 5 years. Do you really think the price of Electroneum coin is going to be at 10 cents in 10 years? Or more like $1 in 10 years?
No, that's not what I'm thinking as much as if I buy an ASIC miner right now for $900, is it going to last me 2 years? A physical piece of hardware, is that physical piece of hardware going to last 2 years to begin with? That's the first thing. Will it actually last long enough to make up the amount of ETN that I would purchase today with $900? Because, right?
So that is valid, and you have to be a miner to want to mine. It's as simple as that. If you're a trader or you're not into the technical stuff, you don't see the value. And that's the reason why I have one ASIC. I like it. I want one.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Greg. I misunderstood what you were saying exactly. My bad.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was looking into getting a miner, and like Dino or if I had miners right now, I would be running them. You know what I mean? I probably would be, I would be running them. But given the choice of either putting money here or putting money there, and I started talking to people who had miners, highly suggested against getting a miner. And they said that would be insane because you're only going to be mining one coin off of it. And so anyway.
So guys, what would be worth, so on January, was it January, I forget the day. January 7th? No, January 13th. What was the day? I forget the day. Anyways, I had I renewed my vows last year on January.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and it was on the day I did it was the day ETN hit the all-time high. It was like January something, and it hit 20 cents.
Nice.
And like I put everything, a ton of money, all the money I had in the world basically into it. Sort of at the time, and it was today it would be worth $9,000. On January of last year, it was worth 300 G's.
Oh shit!
300K, guys.
Yep.
So I'm not saying anything but just think about that. Today it's worth $9 grand. It's the same stuff. It's the same thing. So, and I bought it for more than it is now. I spent more than, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So
yeah. So you could put that same money
in a bull market in crypto. It could very well go up, but it's like 100% gain, like a 10,000% gain, but it also could be 100% loss. That's just the whole thing. So you know that, but I just wanted to give you guys that perspective. I mean, right? I mean,
I saw it. Same thing happened to me. I went from 8 cents to 2 cents within a few days. I said, "Oh man."
Oh yeah, and it's that whole thing where then it went up to 20, and then it went back down to 13 very very quickly, and then everybody said, "Why didn't you sell it third?" You know what? Of course, I'm not going to sell it. I want to be into it, but like I would have loved to have made a great profit from that, no doubt.
Oh yeah,
obviously. I mean, I'm not an idiot, but it's just we're super early. That's the thing. I mean, we could have up and down 100% a couple more times before this thing even hits mass adoption.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So I just
the other thing I had and just to bring up when we were talking about mining, Michael, he was mentioning not only you're earning coins, but you're actually propping up the network. You're actually making sure, and which is. As an Electroneum fan, I want to make sure that the network's running as good as it can and as stable, and hopefully nobody steals it.
Well, very, very, very well said.
It's a good point.
There's a value there, as being somebody that has an investment in it. Let a machine run.
No, you're absolutely right.
That is another thing. Yeah.
Nice. Good point.
Yeah, that was from Michael.
What you got, Chris?
I want to talk to. I was trying to be softly spoken, not talk over anybody, but I wanted to talk to each one of your points. So, alternatively, in my situation, I can kind of see where everybody's coming from. So, I would think, and this is just my personal opinion, it would be foolhardy to purchase new equipment right now with the market in the position that it's in. The only reason that I'm continuing to mine at a loss, in other words, to Greg's point, I could not mine and spend the money that I'm using on electricity at this point and upkeep on the equipment and go out and buy more Electroneum than what I'm mining every month. So from a financial standpoint, I'm kind of doing it backwards, right? But to Dino's point, I've already got the equipment. I've already purchased it. I did it for the long haul, so I'm still running my equipment just because I have it. It would have to go down significantly more for me to turn the equipment off. And that, again, that's only because I have the equipment and I've been running it so long, and I'm not selling anything. And I guess the way that I look at it may be a little bit different than the way other people look at it, but I'm paying that extra electricity each month out of my own pocket. I'm not selling the coins immediately like a lot of other people are to cover their costs. I don't care about the costs. So as long as it's not, $800 a month, which I couldn't afford, I can continue to pay a couple $100 extra every month and continue to make those coins and save them for the future hope, to Matthew's point, or Sean's point for that matter, that eventually when they do go back up to 20 cents or 25 cents, hopefully, I've got a couple $100,000 sitting, under me, and then it doesn't matter that I paid, $200 a month for electricity for them. That's it. My 2 cents.
Well said.
No, I think that's wise.